'Twas a dark and stormy night when John Openshaw arrived in Baker Street. Sherlock begged him to recite the essential facts, concise and yet complete. For his uncle emigrated to America when young. As a planter based in Florida, a massive fortune sprung. But he disliked the Republicans. To England he returned, an estate near Horsham, Sussex, where all company he spurned. Uncle took a shine to John and invited him to manage the estate. But it didn't last for long, 10th of March in 1883 the date. For a letter came from India, according to the stamp. It was postmarked Pondicherry, that was quite a gallivant. When he opened up the envelope, his face began to change, and his skin turned putty-colored at the contents mighty strange. It held 5 orange pips and the letters KKK, and with trembling lips old Elias was heard say, "It means death." After 7 weeks had passed, in a drunken stupor, Uncle was found dead. As the orange pips had forecast, in the uncle's will John's dad inherited. They examined the locked attic, but the letters had been burned, and the great brass box was empty, save for KKK discerned. And in January 85, a letter from Dundee, which instructed them to put the papers on the sundial. See, it held 5 orange pips and the letters KKK. With contempt he dripped, "We can't have tomfoolery, it means death." After 3 or 4 days passed, in an unfenced chalk pit, John's dad was found dead. The inheritance now passed to John Openshaw himself, 'twas on his head. And for 2 years and 8 months he lived as happy as a clam, and he thought the curse had passed away, no longer gave a damn. But the blow fell with an envelope, East London the postmark, and its all familiar contents which no longer seemed a lark. It held 5 orange pips and the letters KKK. Like a rabbit gripped by a snake, can't get away, it means death. And on Sherlock Holmes' advice, Openshaw set off for Horsham by the train. But it didn't end up nice, for he fell into the river in the rain. Holmes deduced the letters which contained the deadly 5 orange pips had been posted by a clansman who was still aboard a ship, and by process of elimination that was the Lone Star, but the ship was lost in equinoctial gales on seas afar. And the 5 orange pips with the letters KKK aboard the Lone Star ship from fate could not get away, it meant death.